We've finally figured it out, and I believe that this is the final design for all electric vehicles in the future. It's the proper method, the proper approach. Having a single-piece casting for the front and rear bodies is the first step, I guess. To accomplish this, we put into service the biggest casting machine ever created, which is now in operation in our Fremont facility right across the street. We currently have the complete back section of the car made of single-piece, high-pressure die-cast aluminum, which is quite cool. We wanted a high-strength casting alloy that didn't require coatings or heat treatment, so we actually had to create our own alloy in order to do this. Indeed, this is a significant issue for castings, particularly when the casting is vast. It has a tendency to deform if you heat treat it afterwards. It's similar to how Tesla, one of the few manufacturers outside of China that has successfully produced electric automobiles, is renowned for its state-of-the-art technology and effective manufacturing methods. This outstanding accomplishment coincides with the global increase in demand for less expensive EVs. The emphasis is on Tesla's innovative use of metacasting, also known as gigacasting, a process that has the potential to completely transform the production of electric vehicles. By lowering the amount of components required for assembly, this method seeks to make EVs lighter, less expensive, and easier to use. When Tesla first unveiled these massive castings, many questioned the strategy and characterized the tech titan as an amateur in the field of conventional auto manufacturing. But Tesla swiftly proved the effectiveness of these strategies, converting skepticism into broad industry acceptance. Before we go into the specifics of this approach, we would appreciate if you could support our channel by hitting the like and subscribe buttons. This will help us continue to grow. Let's continue. Welcome to Tesla Stock News. In order to remain competitive, other big manufacturers are now doing the same and making significant investments in comparable technologies. Ford, one of Tesla's biggest rivals, reportedly lost $130,000 on each EV sold in the first quarter of this year, underscoring the financial difficulties that other companies encounter when attempting to switch to more cost-effective production techniques. Looking at the bigger picture, it's clear that Tesla's tactics are causing a change in the automotive sector as a whole, forcing others to quickly develop and adjust. Die casting, a crucial component of various production processes, is predicted to rise significantly in the global market, rising by 70% to reach $126 billion by 2032. With Tesla at the forefront of metacasting technology, which has the potential to drastically change the way cars are built, the automotive industry is currently undergoing a revolution. Tesla continues to promote this technique called gigacasting, which streamlines the production process and vehicle design by using high-pressure molds to make enormous entire car components from molten aluminum. Although gigacasting has several advantages, such as reduced vehicle weight and increased CO2 efficiency, experts note that there are drawbacks to the process. Its use may be restricted to mass-market vehicles rather than low-volume models due to high startup costs and the requirement for large production volumes to justify the costly gear. Investing in gigacasting technology might be revolutionary for businesses that reach these production levels, providing significant financial rewards and a competitive advantage. By replacing dozens of tiny pieces with a single big cast, Tesla's innovative use of this technology in models like the Model Y and Model 3 has simplified assembly and reduced weight. Although this novel strategy was initially viewed with suspicion, Tesla has effectively decreased complexity and costs in the production of vehicles, demonstrating its worth. The automotive sector is undergoing a cultural revolution in addition to a technological one. Due to bureaucratic inertia and a reluctance to deviate from established processes, traditional automakers have been sluggish to adopt such innovative technologies. But now that Tesla is still upending the industry, other businesses must reconsider their own manufacturing plans or risk falling behind. Gigacasting is more than a technical development when viewed in a larger context. It serves as a barometer of the automotive sector's capacity for innovation and adaptation. It is yet unclear if other manufacturers will be able to adapt to these changes as the market changes, or if they will continue to use antiquated practices and attitudes. With Tesla already establishing a high standard for others to follow, The solution has the potential to completely alter the car production industry by making it possible to create enormous automobile parts from molten. Because it drastically lowers the vehicle's total weight, this method is especially advantageous for electric cars, EVs, which are equipped with large battery packs. Aluminum has long been utilized by automakers to improve fuel efficiency, even in gasoline-powered vehicles. For instance, by using an aluminum body, Ford was able to lower the weight of its F-150 by 15%. But aluminum is more expensive than steel. Parts created with jive casting are around 30% less expensive than those made with stamped aluminum, although they are still about 50% more expensive than those made with pressed steel. The advantages of lighter weight and fewer parts outweigh the greater costs, hence Tesla is justified in making this investment. Together with battery enhancements, Tesla's jive casting technology has resulted in a 10% decrease in vehicle weight and a 14% boost in range while utilizing 370 fewer parts. The majority of automakers acknowledge that they are still in the early phases of their plans to implement metacasting technology. This sluggish pace illustrates the industry's aversion to quick innovation and reflects the bureaucratic nature of traditional automakers. For example, Volvo has invested a large amount of its $1 billion in a new plant in Sweden to build metacasting capabilities. The business understands that even while the initial outlay is high, the long-term advantages, like more freedom in product upgrades and enhancements over the course of the vehicle's life cycle, are priceless. Like Henry Ford did with the assembly line, Tesla wants to transform the auto industry with its approach to car manufacture. Tesla begins by attaching components to huge jive castings, which are then painted and assembled in a modular fashion. According to Tesla, this approach not only makes assembly easier, but also drastically lowers the manufacturing footprint. With the installation of jive presses at its $1 billion plant in Tanda, Sweden, and a new facility in Slovakia, Volvo has embraced this innovation and demonstrated a strong commitment to producing all EVs. The fact that major automakers including Ford, General Motors, Toyota, Hyundai, and Nissan are investigating this technology further highlights its expanding industry-wide impact. Tesla faced claims that suggested a halt or maybe a reversal of plans to cast the underbody of its next-generation vehicle in one piece. Despite the enthusiastic adoption, in order to increase output to roughly 3 million units annually without the need for additional facilities, Tesla explained during its first quarter results call that new models would integrate into current production lines while using aspects of the next-generation platform. This strategy demonstrates Tesla's adaptability and dedication to increasing production efficiency with little financial outlay. With the triumph of full self-driving, FSD version 12, Tesla's shift towards autonomy seems to be in line with its production changes, allaying worries about the company's future. It is believed that combining autonomous technology with cutting-edge manufacturing processes like jive casting is a calculated step to maximize vehicle usefulness and production. However, jive casting is not without its difficulties. According to research, very large castings may weigh more than sheet metal ones and may lead to higher scrap rates. Tesla addresses this problem by stressing that aluminum is recyclable, enabling used parts to be remelted and used again, reducing waste and promoting sustainability. The repairability of cars with massive cast parts becomes even more complicated. High-end automakers like Volkswagen and BMW have voiced concerns about whether or not customers will accept repairs involving large cast components. However, by closely coordinating its design and collision repair teams, Tesla is taking the initiative to address these issues. Tesla has made significant progress in lowering the cost and speed of auto maintenance. Design advancements make it simpler and quicker to replace broken parts, and Tesla's integration of insurance and maintenance services is advantageous. Volvo is implementing jive casting in a methodical, incremental fashion, first incorporating large aluminum cast components into its cars, like the EX90, and then moving on to more extensive uses, such as the back seat. This methodical strategy reduces risks and optimizes the process by gradually learning and adapting. In contrast to Tesla, other significant automakers are only now beginning to explore this technology, indicating how slowly the sector is implementing such groundbreaking production methods. With its intentions to upgrade production lines to reach an annual output of roughly 3 million units, Tesla is still at the forefront of innovation in the automobile manufacturing industry overall. This strategy dispels common myths and false rumors regarding Tesla's plans to discontinue its next-generation vehicle and modular manufacturing.